This is the regular meeting of the Mobile City Council, Tuesday, October 3rd. Please stand for the invocation provided by Bobby Brown, Public Safety Chaplain, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Called out individually by name to see a day that we had never seen before. Now, Father God, we ask that you take these people that you have elevated, give them wisdom and knowledge to lead your people. Protect these women and men that are on the street, Father, taking care of your people by protecting them in all ways. And God, we ask that you protect our mayor and his council. And God, we will give you all the praise and all the glory. And the people of God said amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Councilmember Penn.
Here.
Councilmember Carroll.
Here.
Council President Small.
Here.
Councilmember Reynolds.
Here.
Councilmember Daves.
Here.
Councilmember Woods.
Here.
Vice President Gregory.
She's on her way.
Statement of rules.
And good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We would like to welcome everyone to our October 3rd meeting. At this meeting, we do have rules. At this time, I ask if anyone have any type of electronic device, including cell phones, at this time, please put it on the off or the vibrate position. The off or the vibrate position. Any person that desiring to address the council must sign in indicating the resolution, the ordinance, or public hearing agenda item before entering the meeting. When addressing the council, the speaker must give his or her name. Any person would like to speak to the council on a non-agenda item must sign in by 2:00 p.m. the Thursday prior to the council meeting. The subject that he or she wishes to express to the council must be identified and pertain to the city of Mobile business. And a person who has not given proper notice to the city clerk office and wishes to speak on a non-agenda item would not be allowed to address the council. Each speaker is allowed 3 minutes to address the council. A bell will sound to indicate the end of 2 minutes. 1 minute remains summarizing. The second bell indicates that your time has expired. When addressing the council, there is to be no personal address to any individual council members. All statements are to be made to the chair, who will recognize any council member who wishes to respond. To maintain decorum, there will be no undue applause or public outcry allowed. Madam City Clerk.
Approval of minutes of September 26th.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. In discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Minutes approved.
Communications from Mayor Stimpson.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see everyone this morning. Actually, we have just two proclamations this morning. One of them has to do with it being American Pharmacy Month. And at this time, I would like to invite to the podium Auburn Harrison College of Pharmacy, Riley Graves, Autumn Edwards, and two of their assistant associates with them. Y'all can come forward, please. And the proclamation reads, pharmacy is one of the oldest of the health professions concerned with the health and well-being of all people. The use of medication as a cost-effective alternative is more expensive medical procedures is becoming a major force in moderating overall health care costs. And whereas today powerful medications require greater attention to the way they are used by different patient population groups, clinically and demographically, pharmacists are specifically educated with a focus of level of expertise on medication therapy that exceeds that of other healthcare providers. And whereas pharmacists provide both expertise and accessibility, which are crucial to patients fully optimizing access to medications and provide patient care that ensures optimal medication therapy outcomes. And whereas the American Pharmacists Association, the Auburn University Harrison College of Pharmacy, and the American Pharmacy Association Academy of Student Pharmacists have declared October as American Pharmacist Month with the theme, Your Pharmacist, Improving Health, Increasing Access. Now therefore I, William S. Stimson, the 108th Mayor of the City of Mobile, do hereby proclaim October 2023 as American Pharmacist Month in the City of Mobile. Thank you very much and congratulations. Yep.
Good morning, everyone. I am Emily McCoy. I'm the current interim assistant dean of our Mobile campus. So what I found this morning is a lot of people still don't know that we have an Auburn satellite campus here in Mobile, and we're actually in partnership with University of South Alabama. So our faculty and our students are in different hospitals and clinics and communities throughout the city, and we're really grateful for this partnership with the University of South Alabama. We're also very appreciative of the support of the council and of the mayor for American Pharmacist Month. So thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's do a picture of two of you on this side. Dean, I'm surprised you didn't get them two on that side. Wait, okay. Come on. I'm surprised you didn't give them a War Eagle this morning, huh? It's not too late.
I mean, I will. Anybody want to give a War Eagle? I don't know. I got one in the back. I've got one in the back. Okay. Thanks, guys. War Eagle. Thank you.
Thank y'all. This time I'd ask Chief Prine, Lieutenant Jimmy Bailey, Sergeant Chris Reed, Brandy Batiste, and Nigel Hill to please come forward as I read a proclamation about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. A couple of y'all can get on this side over here. Yeah, come on around. All right. The proclamation reads, whereas the City of Mobile Police Department supports National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and whereas domestic violence can take the form of physical, emotional, sexual, psychological, and economic abuse, and includes verbal threats, acts of intimidation, property damage, strangulation, stalking, and whereas the Mobile Police Department officers respond with a victim-centered and trauma-informed approach, prioritizing the safety of the victims and holding the perpetrators accountable, and whereas oftentimes the victims of domestic violence are children who can have lifelong repercussions from the emotional or physical trauma of being exposed to domestic violence, and whereas domestic violence can be prevented through the education and the collective voice and power of individuals and institutions working toward a common goal. Now therefore, I, William S. Stimson, the 108th Mayor of the City of Mobile, do hereby proclaim October 2023 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in the City of Mobile. And what we're going to do, we'll take a quick picture, Chief, and then what we'll do is we're going to show a video, and then Chief Prine will make some remarks. So if y'all can just turn that video on. Video now. Yep.
Who's calling? Who was that?
Whose work, John?
This is my coworker.
You think I'm stupid?
No, you can answer it if
How
you
about
want
you
to.
answer it?
No, not while you're
Answer the
yelling.
phone.
Not while
Answer
you're
the
yelling.
phone.
Answer it with
Answer the
yelling
phone.
like this.
Answer it.
No, no, no.
You
No,
I just wanna hear the way you used to talk. I just wanna take in all that was. But here in the dark, there's a sliver of light peeking in. I just wanna see you run like way back then. I just wanna hear you play guitar. Here in the dark, there's a sliver of light peeking in. And all the things you wanna say, I wish that I could find a way to bring you back, bring it all back. I just wanna hold close to the years we have. And I just wanna see all that you are. But here in the dark, there's a sliver of light peeking in. Here in the dark, there's a sliver of light peeking. I just wanna hear the way you used to talk. I just wanna take in all that was. I just wanna see you run like way back then. I just wanna hear you play guitar. And all the things you wanna say, I wish that I could find a way to bring you back, bring it all back. I just wanna hold close to the years we have. And I just wanna see all that you
Raise your right hand and
are.
repeat after me. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
Here
truth, so help you
in
God?
the dark,
I understand that you no longer
there's
wish
a
to live this case for today. Is that
sliver of
correct?
light peeking in. Here in the dark, there's a sliver of light peeking in. There's a sliver of light peeking in.
Offenders in jail when they violate the law, but I think out of all the units that we have in the police department, the team you see right here is very instrumental, from law enforcement to the family intervention team, that really goes beyond their capacity to not only enforce the law, to protect the victims, but also to provide guidance and resources to our victims to get them help. I would also like to tell you that's the first time I've seen the video, and I think it's touching and moving. And if you don't mind, I'd like to introduce you to the person that wrote the script and directed it, and that's Detective Janae Griffin.
Thank you. By creating this video, I was able to combine my love for law enforcement with my love for creative writing. My hope is that this video will bring awareness to domestic violence and to shed light on the cycle of abuse. It is also my hope that by watching this PSA, someone will recognize the signs of abuse and find the courage to leave an abusive situation. Our goal is to provide victims with resources and to let them know that they are not in the fight alone, and that with the help of the Mobile Police Department, the DA's office, Penelope House, other agencies and resources, we can join together to end the cycle of domestic violence. I want to give a special thanks to everyone who was involved and who took the time out to use their platform to bring awareness to this cause. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Brandy Batiste, and I currently serve as a victim advocate with the Mobile Police Department under the Office of Strategic Initiatives. We would like to thank you all today for the opportunity to highlight such a significant issue facing many people in our community. We would like to formally invite everyone out to a domestic violence awareness event entitled The Power of Purple Together.
Good morning. My name is Naja Hill. I work for the City of Mobile as a community facilitator. I'm also the founder of Mothers Against Gun Violence. Mothers Involved Against Gun Violence, MPD, Victim Service, and City of Mobile Park and Recs are hosting a domestic violence awareness resource fair on Saturday, October 21st at 10 a.m. to noon at the Seals Community Center. A big part of raising awareness about domestic violence is to educate our community. The event will include educational sessions that include Know Your Warning Signs, presented by Lifeline Counseling Service. The Laws That Protect You, presented by the MPD Domestic Violence Unit, and Tips in Thriving After Being a Domestic Violence Victim, presented by Penelope House. We will also have engaging activities for self-care, informational booths, and a tribute to survivors. Everyone here and everywhere is welcome to be aboard and attend. So we invite you all formally to attend as we stand against domestic violence and fight against it. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, and this event is going to be on October the 21st on the Saturday. I might ask this council that Tuesday before, I believe, which will be the 17th, let's wear purple in recognition of domestic violence to council meeting. Okay, and we'd like the administration to join us on that Tuesday. Okay, October, yes, the week of. Okay. Madam Clerk.
Adoption of the agenda.
Second.
Been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Agenda's adopted.
We have appeals for waivers of the noise ordinance at Lake Drive Tricentennial Park from 1:30 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. At Colonial Fort Condi from 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. At Mardi Gras Park from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. At Medal of Honor Park from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. and from 5:30 p.m. until 7 p.m.
So moved. Been properly moved and second in the discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Appeal passes.
Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Robert Kennedy, Jr.
Yeah. Yes.
Christine Dallas.
Morning.
Ability and justice for my son. I wanted to ask, where are the officers who were involved with my son's death? I have not heard anything about them. We don't know their names or even if they're still on duty. And if they are, they shouldn't be. I also want to request a copy of the autopsy and the toxicology report. I did the online request and was denied it and said to contact the DA. So I'm wondering if that will be sent to the grand jury before we get a chance to get a copy of it or to see what it says. You know, Jay, it's just so sad that we have to keep coming here trying to get justice and trying to get people to respond to things that we're asking for, which is the body cam. Just another black guy was killed yesterday, which I'm sure you're all aware of. I don't know what it's gonna take to get answers from you all, but I'm gonna find a way. That could be boycotting your stores. That could be calling in other organizations to help us to get some real answers here. I really just don't understand why we're getting put through this. If a grand jury is involved in something, from my understanding, that means a crime has been committed somewhere. And it can't be on my son because he's dead. So it would definitely have to be on the officers. And I think that someone needs to address that and speak to us about that. Whether we see the video or not, but we want to see the video. I want to see the video because I need to know how my son's last few minutes of his life was, how it ended. So, again, we're asking for transparency, accountability, and justice for Jay. Thank you.
Gary Williams.
Good morning, council, officers. Thank you for this opportunity to stand before you as a parent. Just a parent, that's all I have to say. Christina pretty much touched on some of the things that I wanted to say. Christine touched on a couple of things that I wanted to ask about the toxicology and autopsy report. I'm not her legal representative. I just understand how the process system works. My name is Carrie Williams. I'm kind of going back and forth here. I am on the agenda as she just named. So I just want to support her in her efforts to get justice for her child, as I'm sure every parent, not just in this room, but across America, would want to know the same thing as to what happened to their child. I do take issues with the grand jury process. I think that that's a legislative issue that needs to be addressed. I don't see where she cannot be given some type of justice or some of the answers that she needs to know. Since I've been coming, all I've heard is, I want to see the video. No one wants to see that, but as a parent, she needs to see that. So I'm here to support her. We're going to keep on supporting her. I'm not the one to go out there and rally the troops to make everybody upset, because we're hurt. We're more hurt than upset with what she's having to go through and deal with. And if you guys can't offer her some guidance, lead her in a different direction as to where she can get some assistance for the questions that she's seeking. I know she has an attorney that's representing going to take it a step further, but until they do, we want to keep this on your radar. We're not going to go away. Things are still going on. I'm not one to define the police department. That's not my position or my stance on any of that. I do question some of their use of force policies, but again, we are turning to you, our first leg of help and hope, to try to give her some guidance as to where should she go from here. And then on that note, I want to thank you for your time and willingness to assist her in whatever you can do. That's all. I know you're somewhat limited, but whatever you can do to help her during this difficult time in her life. Thank you.
Alex Lofton.
Good morning, council. My name is Alex Lofton, and I come here today to stand in solidarity with Christine Dallas and the Dallas family. I originally planned to say one thing, but in light of the police shooting yesterday, I thought it'd be better to address you guys with a public service announcement. It's basically a poem that I wrote about 10 years ago. If you indulge me, I guess it'll kind of give you understanding why people like me and people who look like me think the way we do. And we don't share Councilman Dave's opinion that,
just
the police.
remember, can't call out no council member. Just direct it to me.
All right. Well, anyone on the council would disparage the police department. And this is a public service announcement. It's entitled, and I'm just trying to save some lives. It's entitled, Don't Fight Back, Don't Argue, Don't Run. America's a police state, and their ranks are filled with racist cowards. While we plan protests and marches, well, they make snuff films every hour. The dialogue in the script is generally always the same. He went for my gun, I was afraid for my life. It's always to blame. Point their guns at you while you bleed to death. While they watch your family and friends cry, get back. Too scared, you probably method acting, even while you die. Black man starring in the role of his life, crazy thug shot in the head. And you think they give us more Oscars and Emmys if we were so good at playing dead. That's why they kicked us before they cuff us. Gotta make sure we're not still alive. Handle us all messed up to make sure we don't survive. Take their time calling the paramedics so you dead and gone when they arrive. And as your soul leaving your body, well, they giving each other high fives. Hunting season on you black bucks. All you 9-pointers gotta go. They even tag and bag our women as if they were some rare antler does. The message is clear, whether right or wrong, you will submit to our will. And if you obey us immediately, We will shoot you when we will kill. That's why I'm telling all my young brothers and sisters, please, don't fight back, don't argue, don't run. They know the law is going to protect them and send them on vacation to have some fun. After they assassinate you, your character's next. They're going to dig up every bad thing you ever done and be back on the streets acquitted in 6 months after they grand jury with another notch on their gun. Ain't it messed up? For our children to survive the things, we have to teach them on how to behave.
Hold up 1 second. I'm gonna ask the council, can I give him 1 more minute? Can I get one more other council member to agree? Okay, 1 more minute.
Just don't fight back, don't argue, don't run. Those are things you teach to a slave. But I guess there ain't so much has changed for us since we left those good old antebellum days. They just ride around with more horsepower. Instead of whipping us, they tase. How do we keep turning the other cheek when they keep shooting us in the face? How we gonna have some type of race relations when they keep having relations with our race? We trying to kill America with kindness for over 400 years, and all we've gotten is prisons, projects, police brutality, and tears. To a racist today, being a police officer is a perfect career. You mean I get to harass, kill, and beat up black folks, plus a free apartment and beer? So understand, they're gonna assume a certain posture the moment they see the color of your skin. So if you fight back, argue, or run 9 times out of 10, you not gonna win. They train to treat you a certain way, whether you're dirty or you're clean. When you're 3-piece suit or thugged out sagging with your jeans. See you next week. To be continued. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Tony Allgood.
Good morning. I'm Tony Allgood. You know where I live. I'm here to speak on the results of not having transparency. The jury pool here in Mobile County is being tainted already because there hadn't been transparency. The top spokesman for the police department has said that Juan Dallas broke and ran. He also goes into trying to taint his background as if that was an excuse for killing him. Now, I think we have to look at the history of the police department. Here in the South, it was created after the defeat of Reconstruction. It's made up of those who were part of the Home Guard for the Confederacy. It's made up of overseers on the plantations, and it was all done to keep people who have been freed from slavery in a different form of slavery. And what happens when you have that? We look at the civil rights movement, and prior to then, I grew up in Mississippi during the 50s and 60s. I saw the role that the police, highway patrol, and all others that were part of the state played in suppressing the civil rights movement. You had Emmett Till, young teenager, who was lynched. And the perpetrators of that were tried in a Mississippi court and freed. A little while later, they sold the story to the magazine and admitted that they had killed him. You had Goodman, Schwerner, and Cheney. that was set up, 3 civil rights workers, 2 white, 1 black, were killed with the cooperation of the Sheriff's Department in Neshoba County and the police and the Ku Klux Klan. At that time, they were gotten off. Is that the time? Okay. Continue next week.
Thank you.
Marvin Liu Jr.
Good morning, council. Good morning, administration. Good morning, citizens of Mobile. I am Marvin Charles Liu Jr. The necessity for transparency in the city of Mobile is paramount in the times in which we live. We have seen not only over the last few months, but for generations, where the sense of non-disclosure has led to confusion, chaos, and frustrated even more anger and frustration amongst those who are being impacted. Why this is so paramount and evident is because of the fact we're still living in a day and age where color lines and culture lines have been tainted and are not being crossed or embraced. I applaud the efforts of the council, and I applaud the efforts of the administration for making time to share with our communities on issues that are vital to our growth. We spent much time in the redistricting discussion, having town hall discussions. We've spent much time in expansion discussions, having town hall discussions. But let us also have the intentionality to show the compassion, to cut through some red tape, to help families heal, to help communities grow, and to help people to understand. The book that guides me says, write the vision and make it plain so a runner may read it. Much of the frustration that is happening that I hear in our community is simply people do not understand the process. And because it's their children dying, because it's their neighborhoods that are being impacted, because it's their people that are being lost, it causes even much more tension that is unnecessary. On the other hand, there's no need to broad stroke everyone who sits in seats of authority, because I know some of you personally. I know your hearts, I know your spirits, and I know your minds. If we would all take the time, as the children would say, to keep it 100 with one another, to understand one another's pain, to understand one another's perspective, we can truly make the port city the people's city. I yield my time.
Ordinances held over. 25039, ordinance amending Chapter 25, garbage, trash, and litter of the Mobile City Code.
Motion to hold over till October 24th.
Second. Been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ordinance held over.
64046, rezone property located at 2258 Airport Boulevard and 267 Seminole Street from R1 and B2 to B2.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item pass.
If there's no objection, I'll take all the resolutions held over together. 01-1081, authorize agreement with South Alabama Regional Planning Commission to provide services for Parks and Recreation Department. 08-1082, approve purchase order to Enverus Training Solutions for quick turn targets, plates, and controller for MPD shooting range. 08-1083, approve purchase order to Tractor and Equipment Company for 1 compact excavator for public services. 08-1084, approve purchase order to Gulf Coast Fitness Service for exercise machines for the Connie Hudson Senior Center. 09-1085, appropriate funds in the Municipal Government Capital Improvement Fund to various capital projects. 21-1086, authorize contract with Spire for for marketing services. 21-1087, authorized contract with Integrity Maintenance for elevator renovations at the Arthur R. Outlaw Convention Center. 21-1088, authorized contract with Clark Gear Latham and Associates for traffic engineering equipment building. 21-1089, authorized contract with John G. Walton Construction Company for U.S. Highway 45 streetscape improvement. 21-1090, authorized contract with Mike Kaufman's Equipment Service for removal of fuel system and underground storage tanks at Motor Pool. 60-1093 and 1094, authorized settlement agreements and release of claims.
So moved. Second.
Been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes.
Consent resolutions being introduced. 37-1097 through 37-1107.
Move to waive the rules for immediate consideration of these resolutions as read.
Second.
Properly moved and second. In discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Rules waived.
Okay, I'll take these three together as well. 37-1097, recommend approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a special events retail liquor license to Bottles Up Mobile for J.C. Jean fundraiser at 1035 Cody Road. 58-1098, authorized removal of weeds, group 1647. 37-1107, recommend approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a special events retail liquor license to Lit Cigar Lounge for the Gulf Coast Classic at Ladd Stadium.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved and second. In discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes.
Resolutions being introduced. 01-1099 through 60-1105.
Move to waive the rule for immediate consideration of resolution 09-1101, with the rest of these being read as presented.
Second. Been properly moved and second. In discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Madam Clerk?
09-1101, allocate funds from the unassigned fund balance in the general fund to general ledger account performance contracts, $50,000.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and second. In discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passed.
Call for public hearings. 41-1106, call for public hearing to modify a previously approved plan unit development by removing a portion of the property from the PUD at 6301 Greenlight Road, scheduled for November 7th.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and second. In discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Public hearing is called.
Announcements.
Councilman Woods, District 6.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Just kind of quickly want to remind everybody that Mobile Pops performs this Saturday at 4 o'clock in Medal of Honor Park. So it's going to be a great concert, so be sure to check that out. As last week announced that our first community meeting is going to be at the Connie Hudson Senior Center on October 17th at 6 p.m. I know that it's a Tuesday and it's not the best time, and there's also a big game that I'm going to go rush to afterwards. But I hope everyone can come out to the meeting, and definitely look forward to seeing you. Also, very proud of the University of South Alabama. They officially took over Providence, the Providence location, on Sunday. So congratulations to them and the growing family that they're building out. And I'm also would be remiss that do want to take time. I know our public safety individuals that work in public safety, they deal with a lot. I appreciate both the fire and the police side of the house. Thank you for what you do. A lot of times it goes unnoticed. And with that, I do want to wish Captain O'Connor with Mobile Fire Rescue thoughts and prayers for his speedy recovery. That's it, Mr. President. Thank you.
District 4, Councilman Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. President. This Saturday, folks will gather on Commerce Boulevard off Rangeline Road to honor one of our own, Mr. Victor Birch. Everybody will meet generally at the fire station at 10 a.m., where we will unveil the naming of Commerce Boulevard in the honor of Mr. Victor Birch. I unfortunately will not be in attendance this Saturday. Fortunately, Representative Margie Wilcox has stepped in to handle the engagement, and I appreciate her willingness to do that. So if you can make it, come on out and honor Victor Birch's memory.
District 1, Councilman Finn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, we approve the contract for the streetscape in District 1 on Highway 45. $3 million. That's a major impact to the Tomerville community. We are excited for this happening. We've been having our neighborhood toolkit meeting, and this is a major part of it. I want to thank the administration, the mayor, for assisting me in this project. We're excited what's taking place in District 1, in Tomerville as well. Again, thank you to everyone that made this happen. Also, want to invite everyone out. This is Gulf Coast Challenge Week, so there's a lot of concerts that will be taking place here in the city of Mobile, starting on tomorrow at Mardi Gras Park. And so come out 6 p.m. starting on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then of course you have the big game on Saturday with a parade as well. So come out and let's have a great time. Again, I'm excited about what's taking place in District 1, and we'll have more things coming soon. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Penn. District 2, Councilman Carroll. District 5, Councilman Days. District 7, Councilwoman Gregory. Okay. Anything from the administration?
Motion to adjourn.
Properly moving second in discussion. We do have a committee meeting this evening at 1 o'clock. Okay, encourage all members to, council members to be there.